Okay, so let me start, Arnav.
Sure.
Namaskar, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to today's session. जहाँ पे Dr. Rajni Bagga, she will be telling us about what is professionalism. जहाँ पे अटेंडेंस ट्रैक करने के लिए मेरे साथ सुदीपा और प्रतीक रहेंगे. हो क्या आप लोग? काइंडली से यस.
Yes, ma'am.
आप दोनों हो, ठीक है. तो आप, प्रतीक और मैं, हम तो हो गए प्रेजेंट और एक्टिव भी, क्योंकि हम लोग बोल रहे हैं, बातचीत कर रहे हैं. ये हमारा मार्क हो गया. नाउ फॉर एवरीवन, लेट मी स्टार्ट विद प्रणाम मंत्र. ओम नमः श्री यतिराजाय विवेकानंद सूरये सच्चित सुख स्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे. ओम शांति शांति शांति. तो आप सबको वेलकम और एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट कीजिएगा. यही आशा रख के हम शुरू करने वाले हैं आज का इंटरेस्टिंग सेशन. प्रोफेशनलिज्म के बारे में हम बहुत कुछ सुनते हैं, जानते भी हैं थोड़ा बहुत. तो उसका और भी डीपर सेंस में क्या क्या हो सकता है, उसके एस्पेक्ट्स क्या क्या हो सकता है, वो आज रजनी मैम हम लोगों को बताएंगे. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ एवरीथिंग, लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस हर. Dr. Rajni Bagga is PhD and former professor and head of the department at the National Institute of Health and Family Welfare, Delhi. So she did doctorate in psychology and additional qualification of postgraduate degree in human resource management from IGNOU, as well as in public relations. Her journey spans more than 33 years as an academician, trainer, and researcher in the health sector, culminating in her role as professor and head of Department of Management Sciences and Social Sciences at the prestigious National Institute of Health and Family Welfare under the Central Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Delhi. Government of India. Here, besides teaching the MD course, she had been privileged to pioneer and lead several training initiatives covering areas like leadership development programs, emotional intelligence, motivation, strategic planning, interpersonal communication skills, and counseling skills. Management of stress as well as management of conflict for senior professionals from government bodies, public sector organizations, the armed forces, and parliamentary services. And these programs have left a lasting impact on individuals, institutions, as well as the communities, both nationally and internationally. And her professional career of more than 3 decades includes experience in applied research in behavioral sciences and human resource management, and conducted number of research studies in human resources, in health, and been a part of various research studies in collaboration with various international donor agencies such as WHO, World Bank, UNICEF, SIDA, etc. Having publications in national and international journals, has also written modules or chapters for other books. She had the privilege of undertaking extensive international travel, both for official and academic purposes. So, as part of her professional engagements, she has represented at prestigious international conferences and presented scientific research in countries including Japan, China, Canada, the United Kingdom, and Australia. She is an HR trainer, motivational speaker, and therapist committed to empowering individuals and organizations to realize their fullest capabilities. Our mission is to ignite growth personally and professionally. And how she does it? By fostering resilience, innovation, and leadership through her platform, Rajni Empowerment Hub. As she has embarked on this new chapter, her passion remains unwavering, armed with rich insights and lived experiences. She is dedicated to guiding, inspiring, and empowering individuals and teams to lead with purpose. adapt with confidence, and transform with intention. So, everyone, welcome to Empowerment Hub, where leadership begins, transformation takes root, and potential becomes the power. So, welcome, Dr. Rajni Bagga. Now, the platform is open to you, and you can start. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sumana. It is so embarrassing listening to all this. You could have shortened my introduction in one word that I'm a devotee of Ramakrishna Mission since my early childhood. So that's my introduction. And to begin with, I would say I'm extremely indebted to Swamiji Maharaj for giving me this opportunity to start my journey from Viva. I'm very grateful to Arnab, my friend, who has been initiating me into attending various inspiring sessions. And he's the one who suggested that I should talk on professionalism in everyday life. And when he gave me the topic, so I was just wondering. But then when I started thinking about it, I said, oh my goodness, we have been working in professionalism, as a lay person, or as a professional, as a faculty, or as a school teacher, anywhere. Professionalism is just a part of life. We cannot separate it. So here I would like to share my understanding of, how we can really understand professionalism from a perspective. Are my slides clear, Sumana?
Yes,
Sumana,
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. You can see.
is it clear, or should I bring it on a larger screen? Yeah, now I think it is
Yes,
it is
ma'am.
it is it is all right. Uh,
No,
I would
actually,
like to come to the first slide. It's not happening.
how about I help you in it, ma'am?
Can I come to the first slide, Sumana? Or you can share my slides. I think that's better then.
Ma'am, you
Right,
can
right.
touch.
Saurabh, can you please do the same?
Okay,
Acha.
fine. So I think we take lot of inspiration for Swami Vivekananda ji when we say professionalism. And can I come to the first slide?
Ma'am, can you unshare your slide, please?
Okay. I will stop. I have stopped sharing my slides, and Sumana will share my slides. I think that is better. So Swamiji has given us very famous quote of saying, "Arise, awake, and stop, not till the goal is reached." And I think that's a true essence of professionalism. Now, before we go further into our discussion on professionalism as a lay professional person, and also I would like to combine some key ingredients if we have to enhance the true mantra of professionalism. I have a small, simple exercise for each one of you. Next slide, please. Can I can I request? No. Before this, can I request each one of you? No. After this.
Ma'am, this is what you have shared with
Yeah,
me.
yeah. No. It doesn't come in the slides. Actually, that is the problem. Friends,
Okay. So what I'm
I'm very sorry if there is some confusion occurring over here. Let me start
uh,
this exercise. Can you all close your eyes, and just close your eyes and bring in your mind the image of the person who has inspired you so much in your life, who has motivated you, and whom you find the real professional. I'm sure you have imagined that one person. Now, can you please write it down who that person is? Maybe the name of the person or the relationship of that person with you.
मैम इन चैट बॉक्स हम लिखें या फिर अपने डायरी में
Yeah,
लिख के
I
रखें?
will ask you. Yeah, then you can write down. Okay. So, and please write down the name of that person or the title of that person or the relationship of that person. And also write down what makes that person so memorable for you. Maybe आज 30 साल के बाद या 40 साल के बाद या 2 साल के बाद आप उस ह्यूमन बीइंग को इतना याद कर रहे हैं. Okay, the exercise is over. All right. Anybody who would like to speak? Anybody who would like to take the initiative to share?
दिलीप आप अच्छा प्लीज रमन सर.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Initially, I was thinking about my previous workplace, but then slowly I was thinking for last
Yeah.
10 years. For the last
Uh-huh.
10 years, I think I narrowed it down to our Swami Shantatmananda ji.
Okay. Okay. Now, when you say Swami Shantantmananda ji, can you also say that why do you find, what is it that makes you find this relationship, this person so memorable, and what would you like to say about professionalism?
It's like this is a monastery work, and our organization is also monastery, and the program itself is a visionary program. It started
Okay.
with our ACP. So nobody had done this before, taking the program to a whole country. So I think that is a very visionary person to do it, not just thinking about it, but implementing it. And we see that in our meetings when we interact with him, how he
Okay.
conducts himself.
Okay. Fine.
So,
Fine.
so that's
Okay.
why I take him for that.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So I think the one word that stands out is visionary. Having a plan and implementing the plan and taking it forward. Somebody else? Can somebody else add to this? Or you can write in the chat box if you do not want to speak. Yes.
Yes, younger one. अच्छा
Yeah.
हाँ दिलीप. Dilip is telling
Okay,
Mr.
so
Prashant
somebody,
Sharma.
Mr. Prashant says, my college principal. Yes, Mr. Prashant, would you like to say one or two words about your college principal that it has made this so memorable for you?
गुड आफ्टरनून मैम एंड एवरीवन. एक्चुअली प्रशांत सर हमारे प्रिंसिपल थे एंड मैं उनको ही मतलब अभी विजुअल कर पाया हूँ विजुलाइज जब मैं प्रोफेशनलिज्म के बारे में सोचता हूँ.
Dilip, your voice is breaking.
हेलो, अभी आ रही है प्रॉपर या अभी नहीं
हाँ,
क्लियर है?
आ रही है.
एक्चुअली मैं जब अभी विजुलाइज कर रहा था तब मेरे दिमाग में सबसे पहले मेरे प्रिंसिपल सर ही आए. वो होता ये था कि हम स्कूल से गए थे एंड हमें उतना कुछ प्रोफेशनल पता नहीं था, हम बच्चों की तरह ही हरकतें करते थे. देन हमने उन्हें देख देख के सीखा कि कैसे वो हर एक चीज को प्लान करते हैं प्रॉपरली, वो चाहे कितनी ही छोटी हो या कितनी ही बड़ी हो. तो वहां से सारी चीजें मतलब अभी जब मैं विजुअल कर रहा हूँ, विजुलाइज कर रहा हूँ, तो प्रोफेशनलिज्म के लिए मैं उन्हीं को एडमायर कर पाता हूँ.
So you feel your principal has left a mark on you because of his ability to plan everything in details. Okay, good. Yes, some Anjali has said my father. Yes, Anjali, would you like to say one word about your father?
माय फादर, मेरे पिताजी मतलब ही इज एन गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय एंड
Okay.
उन्होंने मुझे बचपन से ही, मैंने उनको बहुत पंक्चुअल होते हुए देखा है. मतलब
Okay.
ही इज वेरी ऑन टाइम. अगर खाना नहीं खा पा रहा है, इट इज ओके, कोई बात नहीं, मैं बाद में देख लूंगा, अभी मेरा टाइम हो गया, इट्स अटेंडेंस टाइम, तो मैं जा रहा हूँ. और एनी टाइम ही इज अवेलेबल 24/7. ही इज वेरी पंक्चुअल एंड मतलब हम कहेंगे कि जो कह दिया वो ही करना है, एंड ऑनेस्टी उनका सबसे बड़ी चीज है उनके पूरा सर्विस जर्नी में।
सो आपने बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें कही अंजलि। नंबर 1 ऑनेस्टी, नंबर 2 पंक्चुअलिटी, नंबर 3 हिज एम्पैथी. So these three things. Yes, my friend who had raised the hand. Yes, yes, Apna.
यस मैम, मेरे मतलब एज के अकॉर्डिंग मेरे लिए वो आइडियल पर्सन बदलते गए हैं, लेकिन वो अभी तक मुझे याद है क्योंकि उन सबका मिक्सअप में अपने लाइफ में कोशिश करती हूँ। जैसे कि फर्स्ट मैं जब स्कूल टाइम में थी तो एक मैडम थे अंजलि खरे मैम, जो
अच्छा।
हमेशा हंसकर गलतियों को ठीक करना चाहते थे। मतलब मैं बहुत डिसिप्लिन में नहीं रहती थी, क्लास में बहुत मस्ती करती थी, बात करती थी,
अच्छा,
वो हमेशा
हाँ,
एक स्माइल के साथ सपना करके हंसते थे और मुझे ठीक करना चाहते थे। जब वो
अच्छा,
लाइफ में नहीं रहे उस दिन से मेरा लाइफ में टर्निंग पॉइंट आया कि मैंने अपने आप को डिसिप्लिन में रखना शुरू किया। फिर दूसरा, जब मैंने एनसीसी ज्वाइन किया, कॉलेज में आई, वहाँ अनामिका जैन मैडम थे जो हमारे एनसीसी ऑफिसर थे। उनको देख के उनकी लाइफ का डिसिप्लिन, उनकी ड्रेसिंग सेंस, उनका जो ड्रेसअप रहता था, रूल्स रेगुलेशन को किस तरीके से फॉलो करती थी और करवाती थी, वो चीज मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगती थी। आज भी वो इस मुकाम में एक प्रिंसिपल बन गई हैं कॉलेज की। हर एनसीसी के कैडेट उनसे कनेक्टेड हैं, यानी कि उनमें वाकई में कुछ ऐसी बात है कि इतने साल बाद भी लोग उनसे जुड़ रहे हैं। फिर
थैंक
अभी
यू सपना।
8 प्रेजेंट में बताना चाहूंगी हमारे
हाँ,
चीफ कोऑर्डिनेटर अनुराधा बलराम मैम,
हम्म,
जो एक प्रोफेशनल में एक अलग ही शख्सियत है। वो सिर्फ खुद की प्रोग्रेस नहीं, वो हर एक आरपी की प्रोग्रेस के लिए पर्सनली उनके साथ बात करना, मोटिवेट करना, चीजों को नोटिस करना। तो ये चीज भी होती है कि प्रोफेशनलिज्म यानी कि खुद आगे नहीं बढ़ना, अपनी टीम को लेकर आगे बढ़ना
टीम
और
को लेके
उनकी
आगे बढ़ना।
क्वालिटी को समझना, ये ज्यादा जरूरी है।
सो मीन्स क्रेडिट खुद नहीं लेना, बट अपनी टीम को क्रेडिट देना। सो सपना, आपने जितने भी ये सब इंडिविजुअल्स आपने प्रेजेंट किए हैं, सबसे पहले आपकी टीचर, आप क्लास में शरारत करती थी तो वो आपको बड़े प्यार से आपको समझाती थी और आपको थोड़ा मोटिवेट करती थी। और दूसरी जो थी आपकी बहुत पंक्चुअलिटी थी, आपने उनमें भी बहुत इंटेग्रिटी आपने देखी है। So I think very interesting characteristics are coming over here. Yes, Sudeepa. Yes,
ma'am.
Sudeepa.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, I
yes.
think he is my brother, क्योंकि बचपन से जब भी मैं कोई परेशानी में आती हूँ तो वही सब कुछ मुझे सिखाती है, और अभी तक यही चल रहा है कि मैं अगर कुछ प्रॉब्लम में आ जाऊँ तो मैं सबसे पहले उसी से पूछती हूँ कि क्या कर सकती हूँ, तो वही सजेस्ट करते हैं। तो आई थिंक ही इज माय ब्रदर।
Thank you, Sudeepa. So it is your brother because he has the ability to help and empathize and communicate with you. Very right. Okay. So friends, yes, there is Roshan wants to say something. Yes, Roshan.
यस, रजनी जी, देखिए हमारे प्रोग्राम के साथ जुड़े हुए बहुत वंडरफुल लोग हैं। उनके सिवा हम आपको बताना चाहेंगे हमारे जीवन में, और वो इसलिए बताना चाहेंगे कि हम चाहेंगे कि हमारे बाकी युवा साथी भी इस प्रकार की अपॉर्चुनिटी से लाभान्वित हो। ये हमारा पर्पस है। तो उनका नाम है डॉक्टर SV ईश्वरन सर। दिल्ली में हम 2014 में जब सबसे पहले मिशन के साथ कांटेक्ट में आए तो यूथ फोरम में गए। तो वहाँ यूथ फोरम में एक मॉडरेटर, हमारे दिल्ली मिशन में हर संडे यूथ फोरम चलता था, तो वो हमारी मिशन के साथ मतलब फर्स्ट टाइम हम इतने अच्छे से जुड़ पा रहे थे। तो यूथ फोरम के माध्यम से, और देखो 2014 की बात, उन्होंने 2007 से मिशन के साथ वो 2008 से यूथ फोरम
Roshan,
शुरू किया।
can you be brief, a bit brief, Roshan, a bit brief, because
Yes,
there are so
yes,
many
yes.
other things to come up. Just tell me the key memorable things about that individual.
यस, देखिए एक तो वो एक स्टूडेंट के लेवल पे आके स्टूडेंट्स को गाइड करते हैं, ठीक है, और उनका एक पर्सनल कनेक्ट भी होता है। वो अगर आप उनसे थोड़ा अच्छा रिलेशन जब हो जाता है तो वंडरफुली वो आपको एज अ फ्रेंड आपके साथ पेश आते हैं और वंडरफुली सर्व भी करते हैं, जो एक फॉर्चुनेट अपॉर्चुनिटी होती है सबके लिए।
Very right. Thank you, Roshan.
Rajni
Sumna,
ma'am,
can I have the next slide?
Rajni
Yeah.
ma'am,
Yes,
just
Hari
I'm
Om.
just I'm just going to add single point about that person.
Yes.
The name of the sir is Dr. Ishwaran sir, and he told me once, हरिओम तुम बोलते अच्छा हो, रोशन जी के सामने ही, रोशन जी इसमें रहते थे, हरिओम बोलते अच्छा हो, थोड़ा रुक रुक के बोला करो, सोच के बोलो। तो ये उनका एक पंच लाइन मेरे लिए संजीवनी की तरह काम किया।
तो आपको अच्छा लगा जब उन्होंने आपको ये फीडबैक दी?
यस मैम, उसके पहले का शायद ही कभी किसी ने एग्जैक्ट मुझे क्या सलाह चाहिए, वो शायद वो पहले व्यक्ति थे वो पॉइंट देने वाले।
बहुत ब्रीफ, बहुत टू द पॉइंट, बहुत क्रिस्प तरीके से उन्होंने आपको फीडबैक दी जिसकी आपको लगा कि मुझे जरूरत है। थैंक यू वेरी मच। ये जितने भी अभी सब आपने अपने लाइफ के एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर किए हैं, यू सी दिस इज व्हाट इज प्रोफेशनलिज्म। Professionalism is not about qualifications. Professionalism is not about designation. Professionalism is not that somebody is heading a corporate sector, somebody is principal of a school, somebody is a senior doctor in a hospital, so that person is professionalism. No, professionalism is beyond position. किसी ने कहा मेरे फादर, किसी ने कहा मेरे टीचर, किसी ने कहा मेरे ब्रदर. You know, this is what I wanted this to be demonstrated. We often remember people not because they were highly qualified, but because they respected you, they felt your need, they valued you. जैसे हरिओम ने कहा कि मेरे को उन्होंने ऐसी फीडबैक दी जिसकी मुझे जरूरत थी. उन्होंने हरिओम को और रोशन ने जैसे कहा, इनको इनकी रिक्वायरमेंट को फील किया उन्होंने. सो रियल प्रोफेशनलिज्म इज हैविंग इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस. And I would like towards the end part of my today's presentation, I want to focus a lot on how professionalism combined with EQ really brings about the right outcome and the right impact. Yes, next. I have worked on developing few slides in the last 2 days, and I want to share those experiences with you. Otherwise, I as a person will not feel so fulfilled. So these are some pictures. We are so familiar with unprofessional behavior around us. People are shouting at each other in a limit. People are honking their car on the road. People are throwing garbage on the roads. People are shouting on their phone. They are talking in the lift or in the train or in the plane. Next. And yes, Sumna. So, and we know what is a professional behavior. Now, I would like to show 2 very important case studies that each one of us can identify with this case situation. Let's, Sumana, can I have the first slide? Here, I have tried to relate with the case situation. I think all of us are familiar. Can we have the full screen, Sumana, so that people can see all the aspects of this case study?
Ma'am,
Can we
Adna
have
sharing this screen, so you calls Adna.
Is it on the full screen? Can you all see it clearly? Can you see this clearly, everybody?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's very
Okay.
clear. It is very
Yeah.
clear.
So this is a very familiar situation. आप सोचिए कि आप या तो एयरपोर्ट काउंटर पे खड़े हैं या आप रेलवे काउंटर पे खड़े हैं, बहुत देर से आप भीड़ में खड़े इंतजार कर रहे हैं. I hope when I speak Hindi, it's okay with everybody because I'm mixing Hindi and English. Give me a thumbs up. It's okay. Thank you. सो आप बहुत देर से भीड़ में खड़े हैं एंड पीपल आर गेटिंग वेरी एंक्शियस ऑल्सो कि टाइम हो रहा है फ्लाइट का, ट्रेन का, हमारी टर्न नहीं आ रही। एंड इतने में आप क्या देखते हैं कि वहां पर एक बहुत सूटेड बूटेड one person comes or a woman comes and they break the lane, they go ahead at the counter and they want that their seat to be arranged, and everybody in the crowd is getting agitated, uncomfortable at this behavior. I'm sure it is common with all of us. We see people breaking the queue. And so what do you notice? Though educated and influential, his behavior lacked respect and discipline, isn't it? There was no respect for other people. There was no discipline. So non-professional behavior is demonstrated. Which is it? How do we define non-professional behavior? This is lack of punctuality, lack of emotional maturity, lack of poor communication skills for the requirement of other people, disrespecting other people's needs, and negative attitude. So what do we learn from this experience? That professionalism is reflected in small public behavior, not in your status, in how much money you have, how rich you are, and how educated you are. Professionalism is displayed in very, very simple, common public behavior. Okay? And let us see the next experience. I'm sure you are very familiar with this also. Yes, Sumana? Next slide. Here, I would like to, let me take you, we all have experience of going to a hospital to see some relative, or we take somebody. Just imagine that you are standing in an emergency of a hospital, and it is a very busy emergency of All India Institute or Safdarjung Hospital. A senior nurse in the hospital notices that a patient is brought in a very serious condition by his family members and they want immediate help. Now, instead of reacting and the family is shouting for help, people become very restless when they bring their ailing, sick person to the emergency. But now this nurse, instead of reacting, instead of shouting back at the patient's family, she, in a very calm way, she reassures the family and she coordinates a medical team. She arranges the bed and she sees to it that the protocol of medical procedures is followed. Now, what do you notice here? Even after working long hours overnight, she remained calm, disciplined, and focused. I have seen such people, and I have seen the other side also. I'm sure you also have this experience. So, what professional qualities were demonstrated? What do we see here? Responsibility and accountability, emotional intelligence, empathy. She was aware of her feelings to be controlled, and she was aware of the, severity of the situation and nervousness of the family. She was calm under pressure. She was communicating with the doctors and other team. She used ethical behavior. She respected the family. So what is the key learning here? What is the key learning? Such experiences are so common in our life. Yes, Sumana, next slide. I'm sorry, I could not run my slides. So what are the key learnings? Professionalism is not about technical knowledge. Please let us understand. We as professionals have two types of, quotients and knowledge to build up our life: technical knowledge and behavioral knowledge. So professionalism is not about technical knowledge. What is it about? The nurse had her rich skills, nursing skills, but here in this situation, she used the real mantra of professionalism, of using ethical behavior. She was accountable to the situation. And what did she demonstrate? Her favorable attitude, discipline, integrity, and she was responsible to behave in such a way in a stressful situation. Isn't it? Anybody wants to say something? Next slide, please. Yes, yes,
Excuse
sir,
me.
you want to say something, Mr. Ramanan?
Yeah, I just have a point to make. I don't know if it's a
Yes.
question. You mentioned about professionalism and how people are conducting in their profession, in their career.
Yeah.
How they are calm, because we do read in the papers and media, even the recent something happened about the mother-in-law being a judge.
Yes.
And the son convicted or something happening there. So, I
has
don't know the whole detail, but
absconded. The son has absconded.
yeah, something like that is happening almost in every part of the country,
Every
even in
part
the world.
of the world.
My point is, when we say the professionalism is about how they are conducting in front of their colleagues in their career or profession, but we don't know what is happening in their personal life. So, will you be touching on that?
Yes, Mr. Ramana, you have touched an extremely important issue. Here, she's a judge. She has her technical knowledge and skill of the law, but as how she is behaving as a human being. So do you think we can call her a professional? No, I'm sorry. We can't call her a professional. Professionalism goes everywhere with us. I will come to this. It is not behavior alone. It is character. Character same stays the same wherever we are. I'm coming to that, Mr. Ramana. Yes, next slide, please. So your professionalism is visible, Mr. Ramana. Now I'm going to answer your concern, which was very relevant. Professionalism is relevant, is visible. How we speak, how much are we speaking? What is my verbal skill? Am I speaking what is relevant at this particular moment? Am I listening? Am I listening to the concerns of the feelings of people, or I am only replying to the words, or I am listening to the feelings? Research has found that majority of the time we are we are doing passive listening. Our listening span is very less unless until we pay attention with interest. The third is, how do we treat other people? Like this judge, how she's talking to media. But I'm sure when she's sitting with her judiciary, she will be talking in a very different tone. How punctual we are. In the first exercise, people talked about punctuality of their teachers or their principal, of whomsoever they admire a lot in their life. How do we handle disagreements and conflicts? This shows our professionalism is reflected when we are sitting in a meeting and we are having disagreement of other people towards us. Do we listen to the disagreement or do we react with anger and frustration? Next is, how do we behave in public places in different situations? Some people, they change their behavior from one situation to another with their own vested interest. Are we responsible to complete the task? How we respond under pressure and crisis situation. The real test of a person comes when you are in a crisis situation, in a difficult situation, and how do you behave? In normal situation, everybody knows how to behave. But the real character, the real professionalism of a person is shown when you have challenging circumstances, when you have opposition, when your ticket is cancelled, when your booking is cancelled, When you reach an hospital and, and you feel that you can't meet the doctor, you can't see the person that you had come to see, how do you manage? Do you throw your weight around by saying who I am? Or you try to adjust for your turn in a certain calm way? So a true professional carries professionalism everywhere, whether it is home or workplace or social gathering. You might have seen sometimes people how they behave with their domestic staff. How do they shout at them? When somebody comes at their door to deliver Amazon packet or Blinkit packet, the person is very thirsty, is very tired, and we are shouting at them that why are you so late? Instead of offering them a glass of water. Yes, Arnav, you want to say something?
Ma'am, I'm really spellbound by how much content you have
Pardon?
put. I'm really spellbound by the way you are conducting, and this PowerPoint presentation, this slide especially is really profound. I'm personally feeling, so I just wanted to convey that. The way you are speaking, that, that tone is very stable, yet so polite. I'm really enjoying and learning. I just want to have one more understanding from you. Ma'am, can we divide this into one more session, because we are reaching 5:40 and I think we have a lot of...
We can. Let me let me move, because my initial discussion took some time, but
So no, ma'am, that is what we require, because this is not a master class. It's rather a self-discovery journey in these 1 hour. So I would also request ki, if this is a very profound slide, if you can ask us our understanding by, okay, professionalism is visible in how we treat others. Somebody can share their own experience that wo aur zyada atmasat hoga, more reflection hoga. Would you mind doing that? Or would you...
I'm very keen to do something like that, but I'm keeping a watch on my on my wristwatch, that I would have loved to handle that. How will you handle a disagreement and conflict?
Yes, ma'am. So what happens? We are in slide 7, and I'm seeing you have 25 slides.
25.
So
I would just like to rush. Would you allow me?
You can rush, but okay, if you want to
Let
rush,
me come to the important ones, and rest I will just pass on. Okay? All right.
Okay.
Can I have the next one, Sumana? I feel that for such a topic, yes, 1 hour becomes quite less, when we are focusing on doing interpersonal discussion. So friends, as we have already discussed, professionalism is a way of life. It is an attitude. Professionalism is a mindset. And Arnab, I'm sharing my slides with everybody, so I don't have to read everything. Just the key points I will be touching over here. So professionalism goes beyond your titles, your positions, and your dress code. Next slide, please. So here I wanted to do an exercise, but I think the time is running short. Why professionalism is important, what really comes to your mind. And I wanted to take a picture of everybody, when we say professionalism, for myself, what comes to my mind. But I didn't. Can we do this exercise, Arnab?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, what is your plan? You want to finish 25 slides today?
Can I take 10 minutes more beyond 6?
Sure, ma'am, you can take, but that will be rushed. Do you think that will be that would do justice to the kind
of... Can we leave this exercise?
We can. I have a suggestion. Maybe we can have one more session for you. One
Yeah,
more.
because here today I would like to focus a bit more on when, when we say professionalism, let me combine it briefly with EQ. It's very, very important to combine it with EQ. So let us leave this. We have done one exercise. We can leave this. Okay? What do
Yes.
you suggest?
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you think is best.
Okay. Let's have the next one.
Is here, ma'am. Shall I go one more slide?
Yeah. So, here I wanted to, what Mr. Ramana was also saying, I wanted to distinguish between behavior and character. Your behavior can be, situational. You act professional when you want to, when you require. But character is consistent by nature. Like behavior is when you're talking to your principal or senior official, politician, you become very polite and calm. But when you are talking to somebody who may be a domestic staff or somebody who is your junior, you have a very different way of behavior. So, but character stays just the same wherever we are moving. So this is the difference between character and behavior, and professionalism is character. Yes, Sumana, next one.
Ma'am, before we proceed, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
That means the way you are describing the whole thing, मुझे वहां से ये प्रोफेशनलिज्म और जो पर्सनल चीजें हैं ये बहुत ही मतलब बहुत पास पास आता हुआ दिख रहा है. दैट मीन्स आई मीन इफ व्हाट आई अंडरस्टूड टिल दिस कि आप जैसे बोल रहे हो कि पर्सनल लाइफ में भी हम जो बिहेवियर करते हैं सिंपल किसी के साथ कोई हमारे कोई आया है गेट पे एटलीस्ट ब्लिंकिट पर्सन को पूछना डू यू नीड सम वाटर और नॉट, ये भी आप बोल रहे हैं दिस इज ऑल्सो प्रोफेशनलिज्म. दैट मीन्स वो कैरेक्टर और प्रोफेशनलिज्म और पर्सनल थिंग बहुत ही ज्यादा मतलब मुझे थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है, बहुत ज्यादा आसपास आ गया तो आई एम नॉट गेटिंग इट प्रॉपर्ली.
You see,
So
we think I'm glad you have brought it. We think professional is somebody, who is only working in a job, in a position, and who has a certain attire and who is educated. No, professionalism is our conduct of integrity, of honesty, of certain values that we perform, whether it is our personal life or it is our professional life. That is what is professionalism. Professionalism is you behave with integrity even if nobody is watching. Morning, I am going for my yoga class. There is a traffic light. There is no traffic on the road. It is showing 90 seconds. I still wait over there because that is the discipline I have to follow. Unprofessional is that I just break the red light and I move ahead. Professionalism is that you behave with integrity even if nobody is watching you. You don't break the queue. You wait for your turn.
That means you are telling professionalism is also something very wholesome, where we not only going to office and working our things, our assignments properly, we are, taking care of our personal things even.
Yes.
Like गाड़ी से या बस से जा रहे हैं, वो किसी को धक्का लगा के चले जाना, वो भाग के बस में किसी को साइड करके बस में चढ़ जाना या मेट्रो में पुश कर देना, ये भी आप बोल रहे हैं कि ये भी प्रोफेशनलिज्म है.
Most important.
As you said कि जो काम हम किसी के कोई नहीं है तो भी जितने प्रॉपरली कर रहे हैं, कोई है तो भी जैसे कर रहे, वैसे कोई नहीं है तो भी कर रहे. Is that the thing
that
want
is
to say?
that is
Right.
that is the true
True
professionalism.
nature of myself, right?
Yes,
Okay, got it.
that is the true professionalism. So
So,
professionalism,
ma'am, that's why it is aligned with character, है ना?
it is
So, character-
aligned with our character. This is aligned with our character. Your father, some people, when I say close your eye and think about the person who had the maximum impact, it was your father, it was your brother, because they aligned with those values, with those mantras. That is the whole. Because many times when we say professionalism, we think of somebody having a certain job, certain role to perform. But professionalism is much beyond that. It is a character, it's a mindset, it's a way of life. I think I would like to skip this slide. Of course, professionalism does wonders to us as an individual, to our organizations, and to our society. Friends, please remember there are 3 C's, there are 3 pillars for professionalism. Number 1, competency. Number 2, character. Number 3, connection. So now you will see, you will get the answer of the concern that you were having. These are the 3 pillars of professionalism. Competency, your ability to perform a job. Your job is, your competency is not determined by how much knowledge you have and how much skill you have, but it is determined by your attitude, your feelings, your concern to do the job. So professionalism is about competency. Number 2, professionalism is about your character, your value system, your integrity, your honesty, your accountability, and how much of respect you are giving to the feelings and concern of people around you. And the third C, the third pillar of professionalism is connection. Connection ye nahi, networking. Connection is your ability to connect with people in an interpersonal way, the people who are around you. How much you feel for your concern, for your growth. Are you listening to their feelings? Do you have the ability to form the team? Do you have the ability to form relations? So next slide, Sumana. So these 3 form the professionalism. These 3
Ma'am,
come to, yes?
ma'am, I have one question.
Yes, yes.
मैम स्ट्रेसफुल सिचुएशन में प्रोफेशनलिज्म को मेंटेन करना डिफिकल्ट क्यों लगता है?
Okay. Now, can you give me an example? That will be better if I listen to an example and then I talk about professionalism.
मतलब अगर हम किसी चीज को लेकर मतलब स्ट्रेस फील कर रहे हैं, उस टाइम हमारा प्रोफेशनलिज्म को मतलब उस टाइम ठीक ठाक से मेंटेन नहीं कर पाते, ऐसा क्यों होता है?
Like for example?
जैसे कि अगर मैं ऐसा देखी हूँ, मैं एक बार ट्रेनिंग में गई थी, तो स्कूल में गई थी ट्रेनिंग में, तो टीचर को मैंने देखा था एक बार कि वो लोग आए थे, मतलब जब ब्रेक टाइम हुआ था तो वो लोग ऐसे जा रहे थे, मतलब बच्चों की तरह कर रहे थे। तो उन लोगों को देख के मुझे ऐसा लगा कि वो लोग तो टीचर है, तो उन लोगों के अंदर मतलब मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगा कि उन लोगों के अंदर में मतलब कोई प्रोफेशनलिज्म नजर।
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. You are very right. You are very right. Somebody was telling me they went to the school and the teachers were sitting and watching the reels. The break came, they did not see to it that the children have had their food. They started having their food on a camp. So this is not professionalism. That is what I am saying. Connect. The third C is connect. You are listening and seeing the feelings and concerns and needs of other people. क्या दूसरों को खाना मिला कि नहीं मिला? टीचर क्लास में पूछती है सब बच्चों को, ये समझ आया कि नहीं समझ आया? कि नहीं, टीचर ने सोचा देखो मेरे को आज ये इतना एक चैप्टर कराना था, मैंने अपना काम किया और मैं जा रही हूँ. This is one thing. But there's another person who see to it that every child has understood the sums or the question what she was explaining. The teacher who sees to it and looks into it, pays attention to it, has professionalism. Now, professionalism is not coming from the job. Job to dono teachers kar rahi hai, but professionalism is coming from your personal value system. Is it clear? Yes, Hemant, you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to add to the question of Tanusri that, see, if we look around us, in most of the cases, we are not able to find professionalism in our surrounding. So I want to ask that what is the reason that why we people have become so much selfish? What is the reason behind it?
People are become so much absorbed in their own lives these days. They are losing the human contact. You see, professionalism needs human contact. Human contact is the main thing that we differ from non-professional and a professional. Today, we are losing on that. Unfortunately, we are losing on that. But still, we do have professional. Somebody in the beginning of the session named our Swamiji, who has started this Viva movement and taken it around the country. So we do have such individuals also. But why we are losing faith? Because such number of such people is getting less. But again, it depends. Am I responsible for my actions or am I worried about others? Because nobody cares for me, why should I care for others? Do I think about that? Or no. My mantra says, ki no. I should behave with my own integrity and my own discipline. So I think each one of us, we are responsible for our own professionalism. That is how I take it. Yes, Sobha Menon.
Yeah. So in a place where you are expected to be compete against your own colleagues, where you have been set difficult targets, you have to be very competitive. How would it be possible to be professional in that kind of? I mean, how can you have empathy for others? So, what would professionalism be in that context?
In a situation which situation you can't
in
have
a situation where in an office, say in a workplace, where you are expected to be highly competitive, where you have to compete against your colleagues. In a situation like that, what would professionalism be? How would I be professional and also have empathy for others?
No, you see, there are another same thing we are talking again. We are in a situation where there are highly competitive colleagues of mine, and I have to match up to that competitiveness. Yes, here you are talking about knowledge and skill. Fine, we have to build the knowledge and skill, but do I have to build this knowledge and skill with a favorable attitude or a non-favorable attitude? Sometimes, what is happening in highly competitive corporate jobs, people are not able to compete and people are going into depression. They are having lot of anxiety, lot of issues, because people are losing the human connect with themselves and with others. It is so important to keep your own human connect very, very high. To keep in touch with your own self is very, very important. Sometimes people get so absorbed in the rat race of the corporate that they lose their human contact. And that is the reason people end up into depression. And of course, again, that is not, professionalism. We have to look at and keep in touch with our own self also. Sumana, can I move further?
Ma'am, it's 5:56.
Yeah.
So isn't it better? I mean, that's just a suggestion. Isn't it better to talk regarding these things so that maybe we can understand? Because my personal thing, when Shobha ma'am and you were talking, I think we are talking about Atma Shraddha. अगर वो आत्म श्रद्धा हमें स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं जब तक होगा, फील होना शुरू होगा, तब तक हम सोच ही नहीं सकते. वी विल कीप आवरसेल्फ इन दैट रैट रेस कि मुझे इसके साथ भी कॉम्पीट करना है, उसके साथ भी कॉम्पीट करना है. तो वो ह्यूमन कनेक्शन जो है वो शायद हम मिस कर जाते हैं, पीछे छूट जाता है. तो हमको लगता है हम सबसे पहले पहुंच जाए, हम सबसे पहले जो काम किया हम दिखा दें, हम सबसे पहले जाके बॉस को खुश कर दें. दीज आर द थिंग्स. So until and unless we understand that we have every possibility of doing wonders, that Atma Shraddha is within us, तब तक हमको ये शायद बहुत कुछ बोल देंगे लेकिन हमको समझ में फाइनली आएगा नहीं. तो in that case, Arnav, what would you suggest? Can we do fast way में 25
just
slides?
fast, but I think this is, Sumana, very important point. The Atma Shraddha is so important. That is why the first competence is not knowledge and skill, but the attitude. And attitude is so much ingrained in Atma Shraddha. Sumana, let's go to my emotional intelligence.
Yes. शशि जी ने बहुत अच्छा एक पॉइंट लिखा है, दैट इज प्रोफेशनलिज्म इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी of achieving perfection. That is also one important
and
point.
Another thing I would say, why should we really always run for perfection? We can reach perfection or we cannot reach. I can match up my own perfection yardstick also. Because many times the problem occurs when we are matching up to somebody else's yardstick, then we may end up with problems with our own self.
Yes. No, so that's why we call it seeking perfection. You can't be perfect, as Shashi Ranjan has put it. You seek perfection. You try to be better than yourself.
Better than yourself, absolutely. Yeah. You make your own yardstick, provided you are aware of your yardstick. Yes, Sumana. I would like to come to a very important part which will make things much more open. Professionalism cannot be complete unless until it is combined with emotional intelligence. Sumana, can I have the next one, please? Professionalism and EQ. Emotional intelligence. As you all know, these days, very popularly, we are talking about IQ versus EQ. We are talking about social quotient. We are talking about adversity quotient. You see, it is so important that we must realize the importance of building emotional intelligence in our children, in our people, in our staff, in our organization. We have been focusing a lot on IQ. IQ is only about your ability to learn new skills, to learn mathematics, to recall different events, and to mug up history. But what is emotional intelligence? Yes, Sumana, next. Emotional intelligence, go much. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah. Next slide. Yeah. I will just finish with these couple of slides now. I won't take much time. So emotional intelligence started by Daniel Goldberg, a very famous psychologist in USA. And now a lot of research is happening. It has been found that the 80% success of an organization is determined by EQ than the IQ. IQ will make you an engineer, a doctor, a corporate head, or a school principal. But it is your EQ which will make you popular and which will make your life more meaningful. So emotional intelligence has personal competences, building yourself personally and building yourself socially. Next slide. Yes, Sumana. So emotional intelligence has self-awareness. Number one, it talks about self-awareness. Are you aware? Do you have understanding of your feelings? How do I react in different stressful situations? Oh, today I am under a lot of stress. I didn't have any help in the house. I come to the office. My work is not finished. How do I behave? Do I throw my anger at other people? Am I aware that today I am under stress? Am I aware today I am very anxious? Am I aware I am very late today? My goal is not reached. So, this self awareness, if we have this awareness, we can help ourselves to regulate and manage our emotions. Many times people are not aware of their emotions. Self awareness is understanding your feelings and feelings of people around you, understanding your emotions, understanding the emotions of other people. And this understanding help you to regulate your reactions in the situation. And this is professionalism. A person walks into the airport counter is only concerned about his ticket. But a man who has a self-awareness will not walk to the counter to take the first seat available. Will wait for his turn because he respects other people's concerns first. And this self-control is replying calmly to criticism, behaving in a, somebody was asking how I can, deal in a difficult situation. If dealing in a difficult situation is keeping a check on your emotions. There are two ways we behave in a difficult situation. One is we are reactive. We find fault with others. Second is proactive. Proactive means, okay, we are caught in a very crisis situation. Now, what is it that we can do? You go to a hospital, you want to admit some relative, and there is no bed available. So, what do you do? Do you throw your weight around? Do you shout at the staff? Or do you then say, okay, let me go and check at other place? Or can you make a provision after some time? Can you make a provision at my house? So, making certain adjustment in a certain situation, it all comes from within our own reactions. And the third emotional intelligence dimension is motivation. Even if you are caught up in a difficult situation, but you do not lose your motive. You want to make certain achievement, you are pursuing certain goal, आपने कोई एग्जाम की तैयारी कर रही हैं, पर आपके घर में कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आ गई हैं, आप अपना एग्जाम के ऊपर पूरा फोकस नहीं कर रहे. In spite of the problems, you are not losing track on your motivation. That is part of component of emotional intelligence. Somebody has written here, my question was, in a highly competitive workplace where one is expected to compete against one's colleagues, how can we be professional with empathy?
No, I think we had that discussion.
We had that
Arnav
discussion.
had, maybe Arnav's question statement came after time lag or something.
Okay,
because
okay.
I just saw it after 2 minutes
I think
back.
we have already paid, we have
Yes.
had a discussion
Yeah,
on that. So friends, emotional intelligence has personal competency and social competency. And the most important part of emotional intelligence is empathy. We have three attitudes: apathy, sympathy, and empathy. Empathy is entering into the feelings field of other people, not just listening to the problems of your family members, of your children, or of your students, or of your colleagues, but seeing to it that what is it that you can do to reduce their misery. Many times आपने रियलाइज किया होगा कि आप किसी मित्र के पास गए हो, किसी डॉक्टर के पास गए हो, उसने आपको कोई दवाई नहीं दी, पर आपको सुन लिया बहुत आराम से सुना, और आपने कहा यार मुझे तो कोई दवाई नहीं दी पर मेरी आधी प्रॉब्लम तो खत्म ही हो गई. सो व्हाट इज इट दैट डॉक्टर डिड? हमारे जो पुराने डॉक्टर्स, फैमिली डॉक्टर्स होते थे, they never believed in writing tests, x-rays or blood test or medicine. They just listened to you. They just empathized with you and you felt so comfortable. So I think that is professionalism. You are extending a part of yourself. आप कोई एक बहुत एक्सीडेंट सिचुएशन में आप जाते हो, सड़क पे एक एक्सीडेंट हो गया है, हाउ डू यू बिहेव इन दैट सिचुएशन? व्हाट डू यू डू टू दैट, to the injured person, to the victim? You offer him or her glass of water from your car. You take him or her to the hospital. Make the situation simpler for them. That is professionalism. How do you extend a part of yourself? As a leader, as a principal, you listen to your teachers, you listen to your students and make adjustment in their syllabus. That is professionalism. So any question? Yes, so what do you, I think we need to grow up and mature beyond such people. Yes, that is emotional maturity. Rising from our reactions, becoming more proactive. Proactive means finding measures to identify different ways of managing a difficult situation. And the last component of emotional intelligence is building social skills, having interpersonal communication. You know, interpersonal communication has 4 skills: verbal skills, non-verbal behavior, listening skill, and feedback. Your non-verbal behavior speaks much larger than verbal behavior. How, as a teacher, as a principal, as a doctor, how you are as a mother, as a neighbor, how you are standing, how you are listening to people, how you are speaking, that is professionalism. Our non-verbal behavior speaks much larger than the words. कई लोग मुंह से कुछ बोलते हैं, करते कुछ और है. There is lot of distance between what they say and what they do. But if it is what you say and what you do, it matches. That is professionalism. Yes, next slide, Sumuna.
Ma'am, I think Usha wants to ask.
Usha,
something.
yes, Usha.
यस मैम, गुड इवनिंग मैम. मैम मुझे ये जानना था आपसे कि जब कोई कठिन परिस्थिति आते हैं तो हम उस टाइम शांत हो जाते हैं, तो इसको क्या हम प्रोफेशनलिज्म बोल सकते हैं? जैसे कि अगर क्या इसको प्रोफेशनलिज्म बोल सकते हैं कि कठिन परिस्थिति में हम शांत हो जाते हैं? जैसे कि अगर मुझे पता चला कि कोई पर्सन कुछ गलत कर रहा है, ठीक है, तो उस टाइम में उसको सही बताने जाऊं तो वो मुझे बात तो सुनेगा ही नहीं और उसके ऊपर मुझे 2-4 बातें सुना देगा, तो उस टाइम में शांत हो गया, तो इसको क्या मैं प्रोफेशनलिज्म बोल सकती हूँ?
सो उषा, 2 चीजें हैं. शांत हो गए, यू आर पुशिंग इट अंडर द कारपेट, और यू आर वेटिंग फॉर द राइट मोमेंट. जैसे हम लोग ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में बहुत सारे केसेस करप्शन के हैं या सेक्सुअल हैरेसमेंट के हैं, तो कई बार लोग कहते हैं, मैं जिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में मैंने 31 years लगाए, there were cases of harassment of women. Do I keep quiet? Or do I push it under the carpet? Or do I wait for the right moment? अगर उषा आपको लगता है कि आपके चुप रहने से आपको ही नुकसान नहीं होगा, आपके आसपास के लोगों को नुकसान होगा, तो आपको बोलना चाहिए. पर आप किस तरह से बोल रहे हैं, किस तरह से बोल रहे हैं, that is very important. That is very, very important. But it varies from situation to situation. आप अपने लिए चुप रह रहे हैं और लोगों के लिए चुप रह रहे हैं. Yes, Arnab.
Ma'am.
Yes, Arnab, just 2 minutes, I'm finishing.
Yes, yes.
Just 2 minutes.
Please take 5 minutes. Can I add one thing because the slide is open?
Yes.
Ma'am, see, EQ से हम generally सोचते थे empathy, sympathy, compassion. But you have given us the element, the perspective, the aspect of self-awareness, self-control, self-motivation, social skills. Ma'am, I have a request that maybe one more session you please take on what this EQ, all these paradigms that you have shared in an activity format, activity as in conversational format. What does self-awareness, so that I myself discover in my own field? Would you be interested in that?
Yes, I would. Thank you so much. I had told you that we should have a session on emotional intelligence, a
Yeah.
practical with exercises. I would like to do it because I can spend a day on that.
So there will
I
be
would
one
be
more
happy.
request because we have 1 hour time slot. So maximum 7 slides can be covered with the kind of team we have, which is so engaging. And we are trying to develop ourselves through engaging rather than trying, because internet is giving, but what we are trying to do in 1 hour is engage more. I also want to learn how to speak. So my team is also moving in that direction. So maximum 7 slides, the next session when you will keep. If that be the limit, then I think we can comfortably do it.
Okay. Okay,
Thank you.
fine. All right.
Okay, I'll move ahead now.
Thank you. So professionalism and EQ is very important today. Very, very important. Why? Because people are running and working, balancing between their personal and professional lives. There is so much of stress coming from different direction, different sources. They have to manage it. The social media, lot of negativity. How do we manage it? Declining empathy, as I was saying, anger and impatience is all getting bottled up and then we just flare it up, and declining interpersonal. And I wrote, reduce social support. एक टाइम था हमें आप आस पड़ोस लोग आपस में इतनी बॉन्डिंग होती थी लोगों की. It is also getting reduced. Yes, Avantika wants to say something.
Yes, good evening, ma'am. Ma'am,
Good evening.
I have a question. So, like you mentioned about
your voice is breaking, Avantika.
वीडियो बंद करके ट्राई करें.
Meanwhile, can I have the next slide, Sumuna? I think that's the last one. Yes, Avantika.
Hello.
Yes, Avantika.
I want to ask you, we're talking about
your voice is breaking, my dear. Can you write in the chat box, please?
Yes.
Meanwhile, there is somebody who has written, Roshan. Roshan has written, is adversity quotient equivalent to spiritual quotient? Roshan, would you like yourself to answer this? Adversity and spiritual. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yes, Roshan.
यस मॉर्निंग में ना शिव रामकृष्ण सर ने कुछ लिंक भेजा था टीम बॉन्डिंग ग्रुप पे. उसमें हमने स्क्रॉल डाउन किया, वहां पे एक वीडियो देखा जिसमें एक बुद्धिस्ट मॉन्क एक स्टोरी बताता है कि अगर आपके हाथ में कॉफी है, कहीं बाहर से एक छोटा बॉल आता है, कॉफी में गिरता है और कॉफी गिर जाती है, तो ये क्यों होता है? तो स्टूडेंट्स बोलते हैं कि बॉल के आने से वो ऐसा हुआ, लेकिन वो व्यक्ति बताते कि बॉल के आने की वजह से नहीं, बल्कि उस कप में कॉफी थी इसलिए वो गिरी. अगर उसमें पानी होता तो पानी गिरता. तो उन्होंने कनेक्ट किया कि हमारे जीवन में एडवर्सिटी, डिफिकल्ट टाइम आता है, उस समय आपके अंदर कौन सी वैल्यू भरी हुई है। अगर स्ट्रेस भरा हुआ है, डिप्रेशन भरा हुआ है, अगर एंजाइटी भरी हुई है, तो डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन में वही बाहर निकलेगी। तो अगर हम कोई वैल्यूएबल चीज भरते हैं, पीस और बाकी वैल्यूज को अगर ठूस ठूस के भरते हैं, जैसे हम किसने कहा कि प्रोफेशनलिज्म दिखता नहीं है, अभी किस हेमंत जी ने और कुछ लोगों ने सवाल पूछा था कि इतना, अगर उन वैल्यूज को हम और भी अच्छे से मैनिफेस्ट करने का प्रयास करते हैं अपने जीवन के हर हिस्से में, अपने रग रग में उसको वैल्यूज को डेवलप करते हैं, तो मुश्किल समय में वो निकलेगी।
यस, वेरी राइट, वेरी राइट। डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन में बहुत लोगों के लिए उस डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन से बाहर निकलना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है, बिकॉज उनके अंदर इतना एग्रेशन भरा होता है, वो एग्रेशन ही बाहर निकल के आता है मुश्किल सिचुएशन में। बट द पर्सन हु हैज बीन प्रैक्टिसिंग स्पिरिचुअलिटी is able to tide over adverse situation, adverse crisis in a much calmer way. Isn't it, Roshan? That is why we are saying so important to have a spiritual path, that you keep a connect with yourself, you keep a connect with your character. So आज की डेट में आई थिंक स्कूल में बच्चों को हम लोग IQ पे फोकस करते हैं, एडवर्सिटी क्वेश्चन के ऊपर हमें ज्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए। Yes, Avantika has written, is professionalism is less about profession you are in, but a way of living. Yes, absolutely. This is not about your work, your task, but how you are doing that task, with what character, with what value system you are doing that professional task. That is called professionalism. Then you have written, even if you are not working professionally, but it is how you present yourself, how honest you are to present yourself in different situations, how honest you are. Yes, the EQ part. So I think the key takeaways, we all can enhance our professionalism by focusing on key areas such as communication skills and emotional regulation abilities. That is what I would say, that when I was studying about professionalism, Arnav gave me a session. What really came to my mind is to combine it with EQ. Without EQ, it is merely a task, but when we combine it with EQ, it becomes professionalism of a character. So, and again, we come back to that, thus we arise, we awake, and we stop till the goal is reached. So friends, with this, thank you so much. It is 6:20. I'm very sorry I have taken so much of time. I'm very sorry. I'm not professional. You will say that where is my professionalism? I have taken so much of time, but I was so excited to share so much with all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Rajni ma'am.
Arnav, for the opportunity.
Rajni ma'am.
Yes, Hariom.
I want to say one point just ma'am.
Yes.
Actually, as a human behavior, हम लोग हमेशा कहते हैं कि हमें लोग क्यों फॉलो नहीं करते, क्यों नहीं चाहते, क्यों अच्छे से नहीं समझते, क्यों मुझे लोग गलत समझते हैं, क्यों कोई मुझे अच्छा समझता है। इन सब का उत्तर हमारे प्रोफेशनल एटीट्यूड में ही है। और हम सब कुछ करते हैं मैम, सब कुछ करते हैं, सब कुछ सीखते हैं, सब कुछ पढ़ते हैं, लेकिन प्रोफेशनल एटीट्यूड के लिए अपने माइंड सेट को बहुत कम ओपन रखते हैं, जिसके कारण सामने कोई समझा भी रहा हो, हमारे कान, हमारे दिल बंद रहते हैं, और जिसके कारण वो प्रगति हो ही नहीं पाती। और बार बार हम कहते हैं कि हमारी प्रगति हो ही नहीं रही है, हमें कोई समझता ही नहीं। इसीलिए कोई कितना भी अच्छा है, ठीक है, कोई कितना भी सेवा कर रहा है, ठीक है, कोई कितना भी अच्छा नागरिक बन गया है, ठीक है, लेकिन बिना प्रोफेशनल एटीट्यूड को डेवलप किए हम एक भी इंच जिसे कह नहीं सकते कि हमने प्रगति की है। हम विराट कोहली को देखते हैं, सचिन को देखते हैं, यानी जितने भी बड़े बड़े जो हमारे किरदार सितारे हैं, वो क्यों फेमस हुए, उस क्षेत्र में क्यों फेमस हुए? जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ प्रोफेशनल एटीट्यूड। और जो फेमस नहीं हुआ, जो गिर गया, जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ प्रोफेशनल एटीट्यूड। सो जैसा कि अर्नब जी ने बोला, आपका सेशन बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। इसलिए जो नेक्स्ट सेशन कभी अगर रखा जाएगा तो इसके आगे हम लोग जरूर देखना चाहेंगे, और बहुत कुछ सीखे हैं, स्क्रीनशॉट भी लिए हैं इसका, ताकि इसके ऊपर फर्दर स्टडी भी कर सकें। थैंक यू, एंड ओवर टू यू रजनी मैम।
थैंक यू
अर्नब जी,
हरिओम,
ओवर टू यू।
आपने तो इतना अच्छा सम अप कर दिया, बहुत बढ़िया आपने कहा, आपने बिल्कुल मेरे को सपोर्ट किया। दिस इज एटीट्यूड, आवर एटीट्यूड डिटरमिन्स आवर एल्टीट्यूड, इट इज आवर एटीट्यूड व्हिच डिटरमिन्स आवर एल्टीट्यूड। एटीट्यूड, अभी आप देखिए सचिन है, वो सचिन क्यों बना? वो सिर्फ उसकी बैट्समैन स्किल से नहीं बना, वो अपनी एटीट्यूड की बना, करेक्टर की वजह से बना, वैल्यू सिस्टम की वजह से बना। ऐसे ऐसे हम लोग कितने और एग्जाम्पल्स ले सकते हैं, फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में ले सकते हैं, मेडिसिन में ले सकते हैं, एजुकेशन में ले सकते हैं। कोई इतना पॉपुलर क्यों बना? आईक्यू आपको सक्सेसफुल बनाती है, ईक्यू आपको पॉपुलर बनाती है। सचिन में ईक्यू बहुत हाई है। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू अर्नब जी, ओवर टू यू।
Sumana ji,
Good
I would
evening, ma'am.
like, yes.
थैंक यू सो मच
Bodhani
रजनी जी।
and,
सबसे पहले वो अमन शायद कुछ बोलना चाह रहा था, उसको एक बार अपॉर्चुनिटी देते हैं। उसके बाद आई वुड लाइक
Aman
वर्णाली
and
टू
Varnali.
से थैंक यू टू रजनी मैम। यस अमन,
जी
आप
नमस्ते
कुछ बोल
रजनी
रहे
मैम। मैम मेरा एक जिज्ञासापूर्ण क्वेश्चन था, क्या प्रोफेशनलिज्म का रिलेशन ऑफिशियल वर्क या ऑफिस तक है, या हम अपनी पर्सनल लाइफ में भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं?
अमन, दोनों में, दोनों में। हम लोग यहाँ बिहेवियर की बात नहीं करते, प्रोफेशनलिज्म करेक्टर है। आपका करेक्टर सेम रहता है, चाहे आप ऑफिस में है, चाहे आप घर में है। आप उसी योर करेक्टर रीचेस बिफोर यू रीच समवेयर। ये मेरे को बात किसी ने 40 साल पहले कही थी, रजनी तुम्हारा करेक्टर तुम्हारे से पहले पहुंचता है। तो इसलिए हमेशा अपने करेक्टर कर्म को बहुत स्ट्रांग रखना। तो आपका करेक्टर आपका घर में और आपके ऑफिस में सेम होना चाहिए। दैट इज द ट्रू प्रोफेशनलिज्म। वो प्रोफेशन है कि आप अपने घर से निकल के ऑफिस में जाके काम करते हैं, दैट इज प्रोफेशन, दैट इज नॉट प्रोफेशनलिज्म। ठीक है अमन? ओके,
थैंक यू मैम।
Ma'am, I got the opportunity today to give a thanks of vote to
yes
you.
Bornali,
And
congratulations to you.
thank you, ma'am. I don't know from where I can start, but first of all, you give such a different perception of professionalism. That is, we only think about our profession when we listen the professionalism, but today you give a different perception of the of this on this topic. And what I received from today's session, that is, professionalism is our character and it's become our habit. And when it's become a habit in, in our day-to-day life, then we become a successful character and successful human beings also. What I received from today's session. And also I just want a small point that add, that is, when basically it's happened with me when I listen so many things from someone. Sometimes later I divert from there and I divert from other topic. But today when I listen to you, I just not became a second of moment divert. Second of moment I can't divert my mind, because your way of talking and your voice modulation is so superb, and is मतलब वो बांध के रखा बिल्कुल माइंड को और
इतना अट्रैक्ट कर रहा था माइंड को कि हम मतलब भटक नहीं पा रहे थे। सो थैंक यू सो मच मैम, एंड आगे मैं आशा रखूंगी कि आपसे और भी इतने अच्छा सेशन आपसे हमें मिले। तो थैंक यू सो मच मैम। ओके, थैंक यू
Thank you,
एवरीवन।
Bernali. Thank you so much, Bernali.
So thank you so much, ma'am. इसके ही what is professionalism के part 2 के लिए we are just waiting to it to come. Arnab, kindly do the prayers and finish it. Complete the
Thank
session.
you. We'll pray to Mother. Jananim Saradam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Pada Padme Tvayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Thank you, Rajni ma'am, for this wonderful effort. Grateful. We'll listen to you once again.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Bye.